Well, aren't you guys lucky? You actually got a sign you can actually read, because I don't have a freaking zoom on this amazing GoPro. I've tried to mess with it so many times that just there's no, doesn't seem to be, I thought there was a zoom on it once. I don't know what happened. Anyway, whatever. It's the only thing, one of a couple of things that are not great with it, but whatever, we'll take it. Hey, I'm crying here because of cold wind. Or maybe I should say cool wind for this time of year, because it is the last day of March 2024, Easter Sunday afternoon. Time is time. I don't care about time right now, to be honest with you. It's Easter Sunday. It's not 1 o'clock. It's not even a typical Sunday. So I just crossed over from Metropolitan over here on the overpass, checking for some trucks. But like I said, Easter Sunday, everything's pretty much closed. I did get a coffee, a small coffee before the Mick Dick's down on Boulevard Galerie d'Anjou here in the Anjou sector, and imagine my surprise, and the guy says to me it was $1.94. $1.94 for a freaking small cup of coffee at McDonald's. A small cup of coffee double at Tim's, which I think is actually more in terms of volume, is freaking $1.85, which is crazy as it is. Anyway, just making a point, if you're a big coffee drinker like me, then coffee beans keep going up in value, don't they? Probably because of droughts, you know. I actually read this morning there's quite a bit of drought in Europe. They're pretty worried about that, specifically in Spain. Haven't gotten enough rain down there. Oh, look at this Challenger. Yeah, buddy. Challenger, which has now bit the dust. I think last year was the last year for this car. The muscle car market is dwindling because of tastes are changing, and because most of the guys who bought this are boomers, and they're not getting younger. It's not surprising to see more interesting cars here, because a lot of Italian folk live here. You know, oh boy, she's a RSX. Yeah, and I couldn't believe what I just saw in a parking lot just like this, in one of these typical apartment buildings. There's a freaking Chrysler Concorde down there. Chrysler Concorde from the 90s. Like, holy cow, what are you going to see that, really? You need a car seat? You know. It's a little bit windy today, 20 kilometers an hour, gusting to 40, but I don't care because it's sunny today. It's beautiful. I want to take advantage of it because I think the whole week might be a write-off, frankly. So, and I think that the microphone on this camera is actually another really superb feature. It just really cuts down the wind big time, I've noticed. Really fantastic. Grant mentioned to me too, when he films with his phone, it's not doesn't cut down the wind at all. It's not like crazy. So I think at a moment I'll stop this to tie my shoe somewhere, because it's kind of loose right now, and I don't know, I guess because I walk funny. So yeah, it's just not going to be a really nice video, but frankly, when it's sunny out and you look at the sun and blue skies and clouds much as me, even in an industrial area like this, it can be interesting, you know. So also there's something too I wanted to record, but not separately, just part of this. It might still be there, might not be. Company coming up over here past Jarry Street at the corner here is Rajari. There we go. Now we're really in St. Leonard. The green signs tell it all. And Champ d'eau, and champ is French for field, and eau is French for water field. I don't know, I was telling Grant, I was like, maybe actually this was like a, back in the day, you know, like maybe this whole area was like a big filtration system or something. This is the only borough that has only 3 lights like that. There's no additional lights, no turning signals, no chandelle for the STM. Oh man, it's windy though. Man, it's windy. Ah, look, another vehicle coming up here. I like. Good old Bluebird school bus. School bus. LaBelle Province. I haven't eaten there in a while, actually. Okay, I think this is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy that has the Vol. I gotta stop here a second and tie my shoe here. Okay, that was actually kind of a struggle, because I had mentioned I've been freaking depressed for like 2 days or more. Basically because I literally screwed up my back and my lower back. And just like it's hurting like really. I mean, I had a couple of times in recent year where like I'd get up and it hurt really much, but you know, eventually it'd go away. It didn't go away. I had to take a lot of medication. I had to put, you know, the magic bag, cold and then hot and then cold. Just terrible. I mean, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. And so yeah, it's finally getting better. It's not 100%, but yeah, just imagine just putting on socks or shoes or pants and all that. It was not pretty daunting actually in the morning, afternoon. But I like this company. Like, you don't see these ones too much. I know it must be a small company. It says autobus à l'heure. And look, they actually wrote it in English, except the L is missing. This is already starting to be an interesting made right here in Quebec. Bluebird, Gerard, and Gironde is from Quebec. Yeah, this is the place I saw. The Google image I checked this morning, though, was 2 hours behind. 2 hours. 2 days behind. But it's nice. I haven't done a walk-in video in this part of the city and the industrial part in years, actually. So it's great to come out here and see whatever other oldies I can see that might come up. I don't know. We'll see there. See what there is. We'll see what we can see. As the guy I'm subscribed to from there, an old chap from Britain there, fellow trucking fan. This guy's traveled the world to film trucks, old trucks, modern trucks. There it is. There's the Vol. I saw this on the 44 bus, which I didn't mention, but the 44 is Galerie d'Anjou route, which is the big boulevard going, of course, next to all the Galerie d'Anjou shopping center, Walmart, and all that jazz. And one day it was on detour here because they were actually redoing part of the bridge for Galerie d'Anjou there. And I'm on the bus and I'm looking out the window, probably to forget that I'm on scrap, maybe, I don't know. And there it is. There's this Vol, which has been advertised for some time. And yeah, it looks just like the one. It looks almost exactly like the one that I filmed in one of the very few snowmobiles I filmed. It's unfortunately this past season. Just if you love snow with snowmobiles, this was not the year. I hadn't seen a year this dry since 2003, and very bizarre to see that the blowers like that. That was very typical to have the canted windshield like that. And although it looked kind of fancy, it wasn't practical because now they just make them straight down like the other ones, more modern ones, because you can imagine all the condensation that would happen there. You know, what are all these freaking cars here? What's all this all about? It's freaking Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. You're gonna tell me some of these guys are closed? No, they gotta make profits. They gotta make business. See, just to see that is worth coming here. So if I remember correctly, for you fellow machine fans, this is the blower is powered, I think, this one by a Detroit diesel, and the front I don't know what it is. It's a Vol motor, but it's great to see. And again, the reason why I wanted to show this is because I don't think they make these like this anymore. I don't even think this company really exists anymore, because you see what's weird about these trucks is two things. These tractors, that they're large wheels in the front and the back. So it kind of looks like a toy, and then you got the engine really sticking out here in the back. Whereas nowadays, modern tractors in the last, whatever, I don't know, 20, 30 years, generally speaking, they all have the cab in the middle, and there's more correct weight distribution. So that's really cool to come here and just see that, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna see how far this road goes. I might, if I see it ends quick and I'm enjoying myself, I like what I see, then I'll just might be just one video here, but I'll probably just float around in other streets. Like I said, years ago I was rocking around here, but more was all like east of L'Angelier Boulevard, but L'Angelier is this way. So I'm just coming around here, see what we can see. Boy, this company's serious. They got a lot of equipment. Look, that's another, I think that's another Vol blower attachment right there, actually. So I don't know where the other part is, but yeah, it's neat to see. So these will, unless there's anything really cooler than this that I see around here, like some sort of 66 Galaxy or something, it'd probably be the thumbnail. And of course, ooh. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I was like kind of worried about something there, about the recording, where it wasn't showing, like, you know, when on a camera, in a modern camera, you look through your viewfinder, right? Like right now I'm looking at myself here and I can see the timer timing the recording, you know, the seconds and whatever minutes, and it's like highlighted in red, you know. So it was like just showing like auto exposure. I'm like, shit, I'm like, is this thing like recording or what, you know? So yeah, it would be nice if there was something or a couple other things around here that were of my liking, and probably of your liking, because I'm not retro old school for nothing. I mean, I try to be, but again, I don't live out west where there's old vehicles all over the place, because they don't rust to pieces like they do here. And on top of that, as I always say, this part of the world, man, like, holy cow. Like I said, they got decent vehicles here. The roads are generally terrible. And on top of that, they're hard when the temperatures and fluctuation that's what causes the roads to be bad. Sorry, I'm trying to keep talking here, but I'm looking around. I'm seeing some things that are kind of interesting here, like this here. look at this. Check that out. Look at that. Look at that. An 80s or likely 90s Ford F-Series cab in the back of a pickup of the same ilk of the same years is about that. Anyway, that's funny, eh? F350, 92 to 96. Yeah. Oh my God, look at that tow truck. What? Oh man, I gotta make a separate video of this. No way. And it's pink on top of that. What? Get out of here. No freaking way. Oh wow. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, how cool was that? Seriously, I was never gonna expect to see 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5, 6 classic Chevys in one place. And it's not that any of them are rare. None of this stuff is rare. It's the fact that it's vintage, the fact that it exists. And I determine even like, not just that tow truck, but I think probably most of those vehicles are actually probably from, they're probably from friggin' west or south or something, because they look too good to be from here. Everything, as I mentioned earlier in the video, everything out here rusts to pieces. It just ends up junked and then gets recycled and, you know, shipped off to or I should say gets shipped off to China and then gets recycled, you know? Look at this old box. What do we got here? Ooh, that's an old one. That's really old. Look at that. It's a single axle too. It's a little, what do you call it? Oh, jeez, I forgot the name. Look, you can actually almost make out the writing too. Oh, I can't make that out. It's too faded. Yeah, it's a bogie type trailer. Usually it's a local, or you would hook it up to another trailer that size. Oh, tabarnak, look at this. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm only coming here now. What the hell's wrong with me? Look at this. Look at this, eh? Hey, that looks to be an ex-military Chevrolet, circa 2004 or 3. It even still has the military plate on it, so it's probably still an army truck, but an army truck and of its type I've never seen. Not that I've seen many Canadian military vehicles, but look at that. What's that for? It's some kind of a station. That's cool. Right on, man. Right on. Right on, Carnal. Oh man, oh man. I gotta make a habit to come out here to the St. Leonard area more, because again, like I mentioned, there's a lot of Italians that live here. They're like me, they're preservists. They love the old vehicles, so I would be surprised if those guys who have to, excuse me, that guys that have all those Chevys are not Italian. I'd be kind of surprised, you know. So that's really cool. I don't even know, like I looked on the map this morning. Okay, now the wind's a factor, eh? I looked on the map to see like how far like this street goes. It goes pretty far, but I don't remember seeing where it ends, so we're just gonna go with it. I don't need any coffee. I don't need anything to eat right now, even though I'm piss poor. You know, I always say, if you want to send me something, go to Patreon. Nobody sends anything anymore anyways. Just, what do you want? What do you want, man? Freaking inflation, man. And, you know, I guess I don't give a good enough show. So, whatever. I do the best I can. And, of course, the highest compliments is when people pay you a lot of money to, you know, to paint their vehicle like I do. I don't have anything going on right now. There's a TL. I like these. But it's very complimentary, and it's good money, and I work for it, you know, but nothing's going on right now, so who knows, maybe in a few days somebody will come through. I got a couple of guys interested in me doing some paintings for them. Actually, it's funny because one of them would like me to do a couple of his big rigs. Of course, he hasn't gotten back to me because, you know, people talk. I mean, anybody talks, and, you know, who's really going to pull the trigger, right? Things happen. And it's funny because I thought about that guy this morning, because he bought a drawing of my white Freightliner cab over a truck that I did back in Ville St. Pierre, like 2011 or whatever. And yeah, he was like, he bought that white cab. I dreamt about it, the same type of truck last night, actually. Briefly, I remember. I never remember to keep my finger off the freaking the microphone on this camera. And I see a nice older step van that I like here on the, it's a weird name for this street because it's like a nice sounding name, Chandeau, you know, like I was saying, but there's nothing really nice about it. It's as industrial looking as it gets. You know, a nice old Ford, I guess. You know, maybe it's not an X. Look at that, that's a generator actually. Look at that. It's kind of weird to see that outside there. Yeah, right on. I think there's a part around here though that is still residential. I saw something else here. How come I only see this stuff, this area of the city? How come I don't see this stuff in anywhere else in the West Island, Lachine, or whatever, you know? What's that? Forklift? Yeah. Oh, Komatsu forklift. I guess it's because a lot of these companies that are trucking companies, heavy equipment companies, they're here. That's why. Because I do remember seeing all this when I was here, like I said, years ago. You need a mattress there? Mattress. Yeah, that's nice. Probably got knocked over by the wind, eh? Gonna ride like the wind to be free again. And I got to get my gang. The Mexico, so I ride. Gonna ride like the wind. Well, that was another reason why I like the idea about coming here on a Sunday, is because, again, if this was a normal day, you know, weekday, it'd be tons of people around here, trucks and cars all over the place, and people coming in and out, noise. And no, it's like there's almost nobody here. It's the occasional passing car. I love it. I want to have some peace and quiet. I didn't feel like taking transit all over. I walked from my place, usual walk to Joliet Metro. It took like, whatever, it's over 10 minutes. Take the Metro, a few stations, 10 minutes. Freaking, you know, didn't even have to wait long for the scrap 44, which for some reason I knew it was going to be scrap, because I hate the STM and those cocksucking bastard sons of bitches. They took all those scraps and they basically put them in the East End. So that's why I hate the STM, because you know, what are you gonna do? It's lucky if I take a hybrid, because most of the hybrids are not here. They're in the West Island, or they're what the hell do I complain for? A lot of you people don't even understand what the hell I'm talking about. So, well, this guy's open, eh? Look at that. He's got to get that work done. Eh? Probably behind. There's a nice old Chevy Silverado. Studio de production Cherry, like Don Cherry. Eh? Is that a Canada Post truck I see there? No, that's something else. That's another type of step van I see there. Yeah, I have been here before. I think I had been here before a couple of times or 3 times, but I never noticed the name of the street. I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing now. Oh man, that's a big ass step van. What is that? How old is it? Oh my god, I love this area. I love it. Look more, there's another big trucking depot there. And now we're at something La Marche. P.E. La Marche. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's Rue Chanteau. Oh, that's stupid. Once again, that's one of the things, man. One of the many things I never agreed with the city doing. The stupid Projet Montréal there is freaking this names putting du and de in front of everything, like de Montréal, de Mont-Royal, or whatever. Look at this, man. Look at this beast. Holy cow, that looks like the International. A couple internationals I filmed. Heavy duty models like that. One of them was in Lachine and the other one was in a Hunsick. Whoa, look at this beast, man. There's another nice score. Does this thing run? This thing's gotta have a diesel in it. Look at that, it's even got a white letter tire on it. No way. This is a massive truck. It is an International. You know what, I think I might have filmed this truck before. But look, before it was orange, then it was repainted red. It's got a white stripe on it. I guarantee you this thing worked out of a fire station. There's the International crest on it. Do I feel like filming it? Yeah, kind of. I feel like I might have filmed it already. Oh, it's from Saint Julie. It's from Lucicam. Wow. What does it say? Oh, wow. It says badass props. Wow. I'm going to film it anyway. Well, wasn't that just Jim Dandy? Actually, I thought about recording. I thought I was going to record this a separate video from my ongoing series of old vehicles. I thought I was going to do that with this GoPro, but I'm like, oh, I'll give it a rest. I don't know, you know, it's going to use a lot of battery, I think, today with this anyway. So, yeah, and I mentioned the video that's probably an ex-fire truck, but actually I didn't mention in the video I just did of it separately that, no, it might have actually been a city truck because of all those auxiliary lights there, like for working on streets, probably for like the aqueducts and shit like that, sewers, you know. Yeah, wow, I'm thrilled, man. Wow, I mean, wow. And it's like, spring just started. Like I said, it's last day of March. You know, I'm in my element, you know, really, which is, again, I really needed to see this kind of stuff because I Like I said, it was so freaking. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I threw my back out on Wednesday. So past few days, like now I'm finally getting better. But when I was getting up and sitting down with my nightmare, let alone putting on socks or pants and all that, this is so bugged out. And you know, when you're bipolar, this is how it is. Your brain doesn't come up with balance, right? So it's very easy to get upset about things and be in this friggin', sorry, no, I should say negative fucking spiral actually. So. Oh my God, look at that. It's a frickin' Rossi trailer. A Rossi trailer. God, I'm talking as if that business out of business. But no, actually, there's still Rossi stores. Why am I getting so excited? But there is a street like this, North and South Street like this. I'm trying to remember where it is. It's somewhere, I think it's east of here, but there's a CN spur, which may or may not be used anymore. I don't know. To cater to certain huge businesses there. Oh yeah, Marno. God, it was also weird to see all those square body trucks, those Chevys that I saw there, because there was a place one day around here that had one outside, and it was in rough shape. I think it might have been that same one that those guys had. I wonder if it was the same one. It's very possible, that red one that was hidden there. I wanted to film it, and then one day I went back on a Sunday and like it was open, the places were, because I don't even bother asking these garage owners if I could do a videos of their vehicles, because usually like they're customer vehicles and they're not interested, and you know, what if it is what it is, you know. So oh yeah, I've definitely been here before. Look, I remember this excavation company with the old letters. Yeah, excavation with some nice heavy equipment there. More trucking here. Anything interesting? What's that? Oh, tabarnak, there's an old Mac there. There's an old Mac R series. The trucks I miss seeing. There's like, what, 2 left maybe in service in the whole city? There it is, look at that. That actually looks like it could be the same one I took a photo of right near Papineau Metro just a few years ago. It's got to be the same truck, because there's not raining any of these anymore. They're all from the 90s mostly, and it's too old, and they've probably gone to Africa or whatever, unfortunately. So yeah, it's nice to see anything old anymore, pretty much. Oh, there's a traffic light coming in. Yeah, I guess if you like vehicles, this is the place to go to. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just talking for nothing, as usual, right? See, I like these huge yards with all kinds of vehicles, because you never know what's in there that you don't see. You know what I mean? Like, where these guys are keeping like from sight. They don't want people to see whatever's in there. You know what I mean? Like, so. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was I thought there was an old snowblower back there. Snowblower. We like our fun and we never fight. When that moon gets big and bright, supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moon. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a natural sight. Everybody was dancing in the moon. That was a big hit from 72, 71, I believe, by the group King Harvest, the one-hit wonder, I think. Okay, this I think is Armand Bombardier. I think I remember that because I think that's the one. Yeah, 192 stop right here. Give a shout out to a friend of mine, Raphael, who drove this route once on the 2006, which I'm sure must be retired by now. I think all the 2006s are gone. I haven't seen any, and they got to make room for scrap, you know. And I don't remember if I ever remember seeing anything interesting here, but I do remember seeing, I think here maybe there was an old Chevy van from the 80s. Oh boy, the wind here is not good though. Not good. And now I'm thinking it back to the time. I was walking near here once. There was between buildings, this, you know, and behind the fence there was this early 80s Buick Sabre. I think it was even a two-door for crying out loud. a bit old. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, it's a crew cab. Oh man, we're gonna have to stop and see that, eh? But look at that Taurus. What's this here? Is that a movie prop or security? Let's have a quick gander of that. Yeah, some kind of security car with a police pack, eh? Police package, look at that. Sharp. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, it looks like it's a Chevy body on there. I don't know if I'm going back there actually. It's not like it's vintage or anything. So we'll just keep moving it along. That's interesting. Yeah, that's it. That's what I remember. The street ends over there at it curves and then it goes to L'Angelier. That's right. I guess that's what I'll do. I guess I'll go to as I call it jokingly, Langolier. How many weirdos would do a walking video in an area like this? Hey, nobody would give a shit really usually. But again, when you love vehicles as much as me, too much so actually, it's you're gonna go the distance, right? I think all those guys are together, eh? So it looks like, yeah, probably. I wonder if that's it for the interesting vehicles, maybe, eh? Not much else. Looks like, I guess that might be about it. But it's good because I don't like, I don't know, I don't really like making videos too long unless it's like really like amazingly beautiful or interesting. And you know, I mean, as good as this camera is amazing and all that, but it's like, it's not going to make me more money, you know what I mean? Like, I think people have this misconception, if you make a longer video, you can make more money. Yeah, well, that depends on what said video it is. Depends on the content. I mean, I'm sure, you know, a lot of people are going to see this and they're like, ah, I'm going to watch that because it's not St. Catherine Street or it's not Saint Laurent or Sherbrooke or whatever, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm going to stop this a moment. I'm glad I got that. It's very symbolic, you know, to the time of year, right? We're at the end of March, like I said. And, I had to stop for a minute here, and there's this big snowblower going by. Definitely modern, you know, it's modern. It looks new practically, actually. It's probably hardly been used, and it sounds like a vacuum, which is typical, unfortunately, of diesel motors today. And it's boring sound. And yeah, just I don't know what he's going with it. I'm sure he's probably not going to go fuel up. So yeah, now the battery was really actually just stopping there. Now it's at 29%. So yeah, wrapping it up right here on the curve coming up, and I'm going to keep coming there because, like I said, the battery is done and it's been going quite a while. So, and again, there's nothing really. There's nothing too impressive over here. It's funny how look at the land over here is higher up over there. Why is that? What's that all about? That's bizarre. It's bizarre. And it's really windy too. It's windy. I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlwind, it never ends. You're making me dizzy. And I was just thinking back about this road when it curves and it goes to L'Angelier Boulevard over there. Years ago, there was a gas station garage. A guy had a nice Fleetwood Brougham there, Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. I think it was a 90. Guy, the garage, the guy owned the garage actually did let me film it, but only because he was selling it. So, yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm happy thrilled. It's gorgeous today to do this, but yeah, the wind is just annoying after a while. And oh no, oh no, it doesn't end here. Shit, it ends over there somewhere. Well, I'm gonna end it here because I'm fed up with filming. So I'm gonna actually just make a left here, and because it's too windy now anyway. So I'm gonna God almighty, frick, it's more windy here than down there. I guess because I'm at a higher elevation. I think that's pretty obvious, eh? Oh, that's very obvious. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. And again, usually I say, hey, you want to send me something or go to Patreon? Nobody does anything. You know what I mean? Like, well, what am I? Nothing. My special case here. If you're happy. Take care.